Hey guys, it's Lizzie, and I'm sorry if this video is kind of low quality or doesn't look right, but there is something seriously wrong with my camera. Look, I have the app open right now. All it shows is a black screen. Look, there's nothing wrong with my camera. There's nothing wrong with it. But it just doesn't show. So, because of that one issue, I have to film with this phone now. So, sorry, 6S, don't turn on. So today I'm going to be turning this Cerise Hood doll from the Tri-Castle on 3-pack into the Clockwork Creepypasta character. So here's where my phone comes in handy, my regular one, because now I have reference pictures. This is how I want her to look. I really like the stitching, I love the green eyes, and the messy hair. So I chose Cerise because, well, I've had this doll lying around forever, and she has the most uneven eyes I've ever seen. Might be hard to see, but this eye is way higher than this one. So I'm going to be removing this eye, but keeping the eyebrows in this eye, because I'm lazy. So I'm just going to leave one of the factory done eyes and repaint it green to match Clockwork's, and then paint on the clock in place of her regular eye. So let's get started. I've decided to keep the eyelashes, even though they are kind of higher than her other eye. But I know a couple tricks to cancel that look out and make her eyes look even. I'm going to point with this. I hate my fingers. Okay, so I'm going to start doing the clock. And the trick is to make the clock a little bigger so it fills in the mold. So it would kind of equal the eyes. I don't know. I'm just going to try to make them look kind of equal. And then in the end, I'm just going to line it with the color black. I'm probably not going to put the numbers in the eye because I don't have any fine-tipped brushes like that. If I did, I would. As for the stitches and the lipstick, I think I'm going to keep the lipstick because this is my interpretation of Clockwork. So, yeah, that's also why I'm keeping Cerise's gray streaks. So I've kind of messed with her bangs a little, and now they look like this. So, enough talking. Let's actually get stuff done. Here's what I've done so far, and I know it doesn't look good, but if you think about it, Clockwork's like a teenager, so actually, shouldn't the stitches be kind of messy? I mean, like, the fan arts make it look better for, like, appeal. Like, stitching actually still looks kind of messy here, but I don't care. I personally think this looks decent, and if I won't change my mind, I'll go back and fix it. Okay, so far, I really like what I just did with her face. I just did the clock. I messed with the stitches a little bit, and I gave her a smile, which I'm probably going to touch up. I also lined her eyes at the bottom with black. I need to fix this one. There's a little gap. And so far, I actually like this. This has to be one of the best face-ups I've done. And I've never done a creepypasta character before, so I like it. I mean, I'm not following this exactly. I'm only following it for the hairstyle, the clock, and the outfit, which I'm going to have a bit of difficulty trying to make that fur coat. But for now, I'm just going to fix the eyes and then we'll move on to her outfit. I just changed her eye color to green, and I used this paint. And, I actually did a good job. I'm actually doing a good job, in my opinion. I'm amazed. And if you're wondering why this little piece of hair is sectioned out, it's because I'm going to cut it to make those, like, little side things that are shorter than the rest of her hair. You know, just 'cause. I think it would look cool. And I always love to mess with their hair. That's why I'm messing with her bangs and stuff. So now we're going to move on to making her outfit. It's pretty simple. From the fan arts I've seen, she wears a white shirt, a white tank top, sometimes that green jacket with the fur, and I forgot what her pants look like. Hold on, I'll use Google. Okay, she wears black pants and black fingerless biker gloves. I forgot that detail. Good thing it's just the hands, that's easy to do. Some fan arts have her with blood leaking out of her eye, well, her clock eye, and blood on her shirt. I think I'm just gonna stick with putting a little blood on her shirt, because I really don't want to try to put some blood on her eye and ruin it, because this looks so good. I'm so proud of myself. I'm probably gonna go fix the stitches, but from the fan arts I'm seeing, I've done it right. I mean, the fan arts have, like, the little numbers and stuff on the clock, but that's because this is fan art. You're drawing it. I'm using paint. That's hard to do. So I'm probably going to fix the stitches a bit, make them thinner, because I just got some new fine-tipped brushes. So, yeah, let's get started doing all that. And now it's randomly sunny outside. Lovely. And there. I fixed the stitches and I think they look a little better now. Yes, they are uneven. Here they're kind of lower, but here then they're kind of like spreading out. Just think, if she cut the sides of her mouth, which I think that's what she did. I haven't read her story in a while. If she cut the sides of her mouth, it wouldn't be perfectly even. So this actually makes sense that I messed up a bit. I mean, I didn't mess up. This was intentional. 100%. Note the sarcasm. I've said this doll is my interpretation, so that's why I'm keeping the gray streaks, and I also gave her a little stitch up here on her forehead. If you want to know why I did that, it's just because, you know, I just kind of wanted to. So I'm working on her shirt over here. I've got some white material, and I'm going to sew it into a tank top. But as of right now, all I really have as far as clothing are her painted on gloves, because biker gloves like this are really hard to make. They're easier to just paint on, which this one I'm going to have to go back and fix because it is uneven, and that's going to drive me insane. And these are her pants. I did not make them, which is why they look good. They are from a Bratz doll. I may or may not go back in and try to make them darker, get rid of the red stitching, because I know Clockwork wears black pants, and this just doesn't look right. But as you guys know, I have the Katana SDCC doll, and this is actually perfect for Clockwork's knife. Yes, I know this is a bit bigger than a knife, but it's all I have to work with, so bear with me. I cut a hole at the bottom of these, at the bottom of this pocket, and let me just show you real quick. Okay, I kind of had to sew the pants up a little to make them tight enough, because these are from a Bratz doll, so they were kind of loose. So this thing was really hard to get in there, and I don't think it's ever coming out. So basically, it's kind of like somewhere just to put the knife, so all she has to do is like grab it, just pull it out, and there, she's got her knife. Now I'm going to work on her shirt, find her some shoes, and I don't know if I can do the jacket that she's shown with in some fan arts, but if I can, then I'm going to do it. So, let's get started. I have to cover this because YouTube policies. So, because I'm lazy, I used a permanent marker so it doesn't look that good. I'm probably going to go back in and go over it, but I actually kind of like the way it looks as like a dark red. I colored over the red strings to make the pants seem darker because she wears black pants, but I'm just too lazy to sew new ones, and I don't have any black jeans. So this is going to have to do. As for shoes, I don't know. And here's the shirt. I'm just going to... Yeah. Alright, before I show you how the top turned out, remember this is my interpretation of Clockwork, so it's not meant to be completely accurate. Clockwork usually wears a neat outfit, but that doesn't make sense because she's always stabbing people. So I gave her bloodstains on her shirt. This one is arguably the fresher one, and then these ones are kind of like she's washed the shirt and she's trying to get rid of them. Some more notable details are that I cut a hole up here, and I cut a hole and attempted to stitch it up here. So, she's a killer, right? This is like her favorite outfit. So if it got a hole in it, she'd want to stitch it up. But this one she just kind of left there because she didn't really care. And on the back, let me show you, it looks like this, which is actually where I got the idea. So I accidentally made the shirt a bit too small, and it is skin tight, and it's never coming off because of these stitches in the back. So, yeah. I also played with her hair a little. I'm trying to make the bangs look a little more unruly and unkept, but it's kind of hard because Cerise is a doll that has like really had no releases without bangs. So this is really the best I could manage. I'm just going to go find her a pair of shoes that I will probably end up repainting. And I already have a jacket with fur pre-sewn onto it that I bought like oh my god, I bought it like a long time ago. Sometime last year. So I'm just going to find that and then she's basically done. Here's the jacket. I know it's not green, but this is my interpretation of her, and I kind of like the brown better. Plus, the only green she needs is the green of her eye, because that, I don't know, I just kind of like it better like that. As for the shoes, Ever After High and Monster High dolls usually have really elaborate shoes, and most of the normal ones I have are already in use. So I remembered I had the glass slippers set, and these were a part of them, the glass slipper shoe store thing. And I got it for the extra shoes, because I'm like, hey, I could use these. And these purple riding boot looking things with the buckles look perfect, because just think, Clockwork is a killer on the run. She needs something comfortable. Just ignore the heels, and these are basically sneakers. So let's get right to it. Let's paint these. I think I'm going to go with either brown or black. I'm not sure, but you guys will see once I'm done painting them. Okay, this is literally the worst shade of brown ever. So I think I'm gonna mix a little black in there because I wanted it to be darker than this. Shut up, Melanie! Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I painted the heels this weird brown shade that I made. Okay, now my phone's in the closet. That's where I was until the summer. Okay, so there we go. 1 minute. I cut her hair and it was on my phone. So yeah, this is looking beautiful. I love it. And now presenting my custom Clockwork doll. So I really like the way the jacket looks, and I know a lot of people would have preferred it to be in green, but I like it like this. I also painted on some white detail to make the red kind of go away a little because I felt like it was a bit too vibrant. And I painted on a bit of dirt to make it look like she hasn't really washed this shirt in a while, because just think about it, if she's like a killer, would washing clothes really be a top priority? As for her outfit, I painted over the red stitching, but some of it shows through a little, and it kind of looks like blood, so I'm going to keep that. And this knife, I'm sorry, Clockwork. And this knife, if I could ever grab onto it the right way, comes out pretty easily. And I know it's not really a knife, but it's the closest thing I have because of my katana doll. So I'm putting it in the wrong way now. I'm going to break this thing. I swear to God, I need to put my phone down. There we go. Oh, look, her pants fell down a little. Lovely, lovely. I'm doing a great job showing you my creation. Her face has got to be one of my favorite face-ups I've ever done. I know the clock eye looks bigger than the regular eye, but just think, she shoved a clock where her eye should be. No dirt, it's going to be bigger. And the smile, I feel like I should fix up a little, but for now it's fine. Her shoes are what I'm like most proud of, because I actually painted the laces green for the lack of the green jacket. And I painted the buckles and the things gold, and I painted on dry brushed on some black to make it look dirty. And I also put some on her legs as well. I would have put some on her arms and other body parts, but most of it's covered up by her outfit. So, yeah. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you do decide to make this custom, send me a picture on Instagram. I have my account listed in the link in the description box below. I'm sorry I can't talk. But, whatever you want me to make next, leave a comment below and I may consider doing it. So, yeah, bye!